talk about blackleg every year. I've been doing research on it with Mike screening his germplasm and the National Winter Canola Variety Trial for many years now. I've been inoculating these plots. We get lots of these leaf lesions on here, these gray circular spots. I'll pass those around with the little black dots in there, and you can walk out here and find them in there. But it doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot to the crop. What happens is the spores land on the leaf. They're produced on the old crop stubble from the previous crop. And in the fall and in the spring, pretty much all year long, those spores shoot up in the air, land on canola, cause those spots. Now, if you believe what they say in the books, is it grows symptomlessly into the crown of the plant from those leaf spots, and then as the canola matures, it causes a canker. So, and when we go in there after swathing, we kind of rate the canker severity on there. We don't see a lot of killed plants though. We feel like most of the varieties that we're growing have field resistance to the canker. Now there's a major gene resistance that's effective on that leaf spot that stops that leaf spot from even forming. So, right now, it looks like most of our germplasm has got pretty good field resistance to blackleg. This year, I planted my plots canola behind canola, and you can really tell when you do that. You get lots of leaf spots in there. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I've got two out of my 3 trials this year, I've got 2 really good ones that are just covered up with leaf spot. And then I've got one where we planted too late and we didn't get a very good stand. So that's what's going on with blackleg. Most of you producers probably have it in your fields, I'm guessing. If you're planting canola within like a ½ mile radius, those spores are shooting up there and you're getting some develop in your canola. Other diseases, sclerotinia. If we had much of a sclerotinia population, this would be an ideal sclerotinia year, because we're at bloom here now. We've had lots of rain, the soil moisture's high, but we just don't seem to have the population of that fungus, fortunately, because that's even more destructive than blackleg. Another disease problem that we run into later in the year, and this year you might want to look out for it, is the alternaria on the pods, those brown spots on the pods that develop. That can reduce your oil, and it can maybe promote some early shattering. So that's something to look out for this year. If you're concerned about it, you can run some generic Quadris or Abound out there. Probably, we're not sure about the timing on that, but usually it calls for bloom applications, so you want to get out there before it. Another problem we have is powdery mildew. That's when the leaves get all white. And last year was the first year I tried to control powdery mildew, and I sprayed a couple of fungicides out probably in late April, early May, and we didn't see much control of the powdery mildew. There was quite a bit in there, but those applications increased the yield. Wasn't significant. It was like significant at 0.1 or 90% confidence, and we got like 300 or 400 pounds. So whether that powdery mildew's causing that, or if that was a plant health effect, I can't really tell you. But that was the first year we did that, and we're going to do that again this year. I'm guessing with all this rain and humidity, we'll have another good powdery mildew year. But overall, these are minor problems. We've got pretty good resistance to blackleg. We don't have the sclerotinia problem. We just need to grow more canola. We have more than I thought we had, because you can't hide canola this time of year. So it's good to see some canola fields out there. And I'd say the #1 key to growing canola disease-wise is rotating. You don't want to be every other year, or you don't want to be back-to-back canola.